This is a Nuke Ops round on the server Starlight. I have not checked in with Starlight in quite some time, so it is always really difficult for me to give good and accurate commentary on something like this. I have absolutely no idea what this terrifying sound is. I am scared as a spectator. Someone will have to explain that one to me. But there are 5 Nukies as far as I'm aware, unless there's more spawned elsewhere and I didn't see them. I'm just gonna take a quick look around their actual base, because this is a very pretty looking base. Like, I definitely like this more than the normal Nukie planet. The snow has definitely, I mean, this isn't really a planet, this is a moving, like, asteroid? Not entirely sure, but they're moving at the fucking speed of light, apparently. Well, there's the Warops declaration. The declaration is just, it is I, Luck Cow. Some of the Nukies are talking about free vesting, so okay, I'll take back everything I said about them getting a lot of free equipment. There's a ton. And we get a look at something unique to Starlight. Well, maybe not quite unique to Starlight anymore, but they are doing surgery to implant themselves with night vision eyes. That is pretty metal and hardcore and pretty fitting of CyberSun agents. We are 21 minutes in, and they have FTL'd in. I can't tell immediately if they got a reinforcement. I think I still only see 5. But in general, I think practically all of them went through surgery to get night vision eyes. I mean, that's a... I don't even play the server, but that's a no-brainer for me. Being able to see in the dark is a massive advantage, and that's not really something that exists in vanilla Space Station 14. It looks like they have to use their own nuke, and I'm just trying to do my best with commentating on a server I don't know the balance of, or even their content or mechanics. But they are somewhere near arrivals. Well, this is arrivals. Breaking through outer windows. Pretty safe bet to enter the station. Hey. Oh, they have really interesting looking bullet sprites. I mean, this poor cargo tech just got absolutely massacred. And a little bit of crossfire. After they slaughtered that poor cargo tech, they have made their way deeper into the station. They're discussing where the bridge is at. AI is seemingly trying to bolt some doors off. Firelocks, always the worst enemies of Nukies. Never fails, but I hear some Jaws of Life. They're prepared. That is a lot of jugs of chemicals. I see sliding or crawling to get over tables has passed through every single server. That's just the era we live in now. You just crawl over tables like I don't even know. They are C4ing their way into medical. I'm not super aware. Is that a slug? Oh, that's a shade cat. I thought that was a slug cat, like a big slug cat. I really like those projectile sprites. Some innocent people. Well, I mean, everyone's kind of innocent in this regard. There's something about that just makes the shotgun look a lot more visceral. Laser shots coming out from security towards the Nukies themselves, but they have many energy shields. Something just chain react exploded the entire chem lab. That's all gone now. Those screams are absolutely horrifying. But let me pause and actually turn on the lights, because there's a lot happening in the dark, and there's a lot of night vision going on, so people can definitely see in the dark here. That is a very fast-firing energy gun, a Proto 5X. Several people of this station are trying to push through. Some of these people are really tanky for seemingly not wearing armor. I'm guessing that helmet or something is really tanky. The Nukie's hyped up on movement speed increasing drugs, just running through, weaving between bullets. The majority of the Nukie team pushing through the triage area, fighting. That person is so small, it was hard for me to even tell they had a security hard suit on. Oh my lord. No, that's like there's laser carbines. I'm not used to the sprites at all. They straight up just like a 5.7 right there. The crew is getting absolutely slaughtered. I haven't seen Nukies take any real damage. I'm sorry for the chemical mixing sounds. This is the curse of Space Station. There's zero slowdown on the Nukies. They are just basically moving as fast as they possibly can. I'm not sure why they're spending as much time down here as they are. Maybe this is a captain. No, male technician. They just really don't like that guy. They're just clawing the shit out of him on his bed. Okay, I guess they just went to med to kill people? it doesn't seem like they were quite following the disc, because I didn't see the captain anywhere. I might just not be aware of the captain's sprites. But commander calls out for a regroup. They are winning pretty decidedly. You have to respect the guy just playing on an arcade machine while... Wet me come, wet me... Oh, let. Okay. I was a little scared for a second. That laser weapon is, unfortunately not doing much against the energy shield. It seems like the energy, reflection rules still apply here in Starlight, reflecting off pretty much a guaranteed, reflect chance. 4 of the Nukies are grouped up. I don't know where... Oh, there's the other one, just kind of messing around the arcade. Or no, was that part of the 4? I don't know. The majority of Nukie force is right here. I see some truncheon action going in. Well, they actually managed to... A smart LMG? Is that the L6SAW renamed, or is that actually like an IFF gun? That'd be very interesting. Certainly they didn't shoot through their teammate, it might not be IFF. Also, that's a 3-round burst shotgun, the Minotaur. I also love that gun. That's a really cool looking gun and sounding gun. Are they using that arcade machine to, like, kind of block the door? I don't even know if that has collision. Yeah, I don't know where one of the 5 Nukies went. I'm guessing they're on some flank or something, but they are slowly but surely pushing into the heart of the station. This is indeed Origin Station. Kind of, not exactly as I remember, but the bridge is only 1 room away now. Lots of good effective shots on whoever that person is. It's hard for me to even tell who's security or not. Falling back from that insane hellfire of bullets. But on the flip side, there was some shooting going on. Did they shoot the monkey? I'm not even sure what happened right there. Is that ERT? Lieutenants? Okay, I guess ERT is involved in this. I'm not... Is ERT just something that can be naturally called in on Starlight? Because, having ERT before they've even started delaying is pretty abnormal on other servers. But again, I don't know Starlight, so that's not, like, a comment on anything. That's just an observation. All 5 Nukies are back together. The ERT members are being cut to pieces. I don't know what this, like, hopping sprite is when they shoot. It looks kind of... That one looks a little silly. It's kind of funny. But, it's constant... They had some form of instant bullet. What is that? The due process. Does it naturally have instant bullets, or did they just manage to get instant bullets? Rifle FMJ. Huh, okay. The ERT is... Yeah, they are indeed wiped. This hallway is just covered in blood from multiple different species here. Also, they have, like, blood splatters, which brings me back. They look really good, too. I actually really like the blood effects here with, like, the pooling and the different sprays of blood. Kind of tells its own story in, like, the way the fight actually processed. My replay crashed. Hold on. Alright, replay fixed. Just space station stuff. The Nukies have been doing a very, very good job with their mix of loadouts. If 2 of them seem to be really, like, focused on, like, defense and buffing themselves up to have movement speed, which forces a lot of their crew to shoot backwards. Oh my god, pun! But they... Enforcer. Pistol. Okay, that messed with me a little bit. Or maybe did I click on the shotgun by accident? I'm not sure. Still a large majority of armed crew, trying to do anything, trying to get a pick on the Nukies, but the Nukies have been playing so well, sticking together, that even if they were to down one, it would basically rely on a crew member here in order to get a pick on a Nukie that's straying off too much, because the main force is sticking together so well. Unless you can insta-kill them with a grenade or a rocket launcher or something, I don't know what Starlight security has. Considering I haven't seen any forms of, like, rockets or grenade launchers or anything, I'm assuming security on Starlight is not super stacked like Delta V, where it feels like they have better equipment than the Syndicate. C4, pushing them, allowing them to push into the center group. I also like that gun. These bullet sprites flying in and out looks... It's busy, but I like it. It's hard for me to describe it. But this constant speed buff of just running in, grabbing weapons, forcing the crew to shoot within themselves is just really brutal to see. I mean, that's been a really strong tactic even on vanilla servers for a long time. Movement speed is king. I think that will always be the case on every server, ever. Is that an ERT member as well? Blue shield, no. Okay, so this server also has a blue shield. They are dead as well. The station is very, very swiftly running out of any form of defenders. I haven't even seen the Nukie seemingly get wounded. They're just eating bullets for breakfast like nothing matters. There's still some people attempting to fight back, but it seems pretty damn hopeless at this point. They are just borderline unstoppable at this point. Just juking bullets fast as hell. It seems like no gun the crew has is effective against them. Is that the captain? That is a very, very fancy looking Nano Trust and Representative. Okay, that was super fancy looking. That's the captain. Okay, they have normal sprites. NT Representative looks more decorated than the captain. I've never played on a server with an NT Representative. I have no idea what they do on any of the servers. I mean, the obvious answer is represent NT, but what does that mean? Not important for nuke ops right now. They're just going to be another victim in a second here. Captain, now only a singular door away from imminent death. The station's atmospherics obviously very, very screwed after all this fighting. Nukie's emagging, authentication disrupting, whatever their way through. Just not much room left to hide. It looks like the power is starting to go out on things, so the emag is no longer effective, but they could just pry their way in. Some, like, suppressive fire is somewhat keeping the Nukies away. Captain attempting to, obviously they're not frontlining, good, thank God. They're playing responsibly. Warden in what presumes to be the HOS is still holding. Who is that? What the fuck? I mean, that's fair. I'd be pretty scared in this situation too. I lost the Nukies. Damn it. There we go. I have found them. They did just chase after the captain. The captain is now very dead on the floor. That shotgun is insane. It is really still, again, down to this residual forces of who is going to survive this. Head of security tried their best. Still, no Nukie has really suffered any major damage somehow. Just superior medical, great sticking together skills. Actually, as of right now, now's the chance for the crew to actually start getting some kills on the Nukies because they're kind of spread out. Only 3 of them are together. I don't know where the other 2 went, but this group of 3 have the disc. I suppose they have to get back to their nuke now, but oh, there they are. Never mind. The 5th Nukie actually went to get the nuke. Yeah, this team is insanely well coordinated and robust. I'm sure if I could see on the chat, I would have seen them talking on the radio, but since I have access to every channel and dead chat, the chat is moving so fast, I probably would have had like half a second to see one of the Nukies calling out they were going for the nuke, so there's only so much I could do there. But all 5 still together. There was little chance even in the beginning for the station here, but now there is absolutely no chance. I don't even think the world's greatest skeleton player can win this at this point, even though Starlight even has skeletons. It's almost hard to watch at a certain point in Nukies, it almost gets hard to watch. It's such a, like, it's what I mean by the, like, just superior movement speed. Bullets in Space Station, unless you're playing RMC, are just so, like, delayed that it's really, really hard to shoot somebody running around you. You basically have to predict where they're going almost a second ahead. Arming in the boxing ring's a really cool one. I miss this boxing ring. I don't necessarily miss Origin Station myself, but I do miss boxers being a thing. I don't think boxers even a playable role anymore. All those maps that had boxers are just gone. Totally off topic. But they have successfully armed the nuke. I imagine there'd have to be some more ERT shenanigans for there to be any chance at anyone stopping this. The replay is struggling, probably just because of the amount of bodies and shit on the floor. What is this music? I don't want to get copyright strike, but you know, the Mothroach is going for the diffuse. God dang. You're nothing. Oh my lord, that was just some random person. Well, one person at least attempted to show up. Well, the Syndicate numbers are... The Syndicate agents are so impressive today. They came in with 5, and if they actually escape the nuke, they're going to leave with 7, so... They not only are succeeding in nuking the correct station, they are, leaving with more Syndicates. That's not every day you see that. That's a really cool animation on the screen I barely saw. There it is. I like that. Is that for Red Alert, or is that for the nuke arm? Last-ditch effort for people on the station to save the corpses of their friends. Can't save their souls or anything at this point. But yeah, that's it. That was really cool to see a bunch of equipment I've never seen. Nukie's having to do surgery and stuff to have an advantage is awesome. Hope to see stuff like that in normal space station eventually. I mean, not normal, vanilla upstream surgery would be great everywhere. Okay, well, they're not leaving with 6. They're leaving with 5. That Borg has decided that they are going... Okay, never mind. Both Borgs have decided they don't want to be a part of this anymore. There was changelings even? That's crazy. This guy just totally fine. Okay, interesting. Very cool to see Starlight. Feel free to check out Starlight if you liked any of the content you saw here. There's a lot of really cool stuff I haven't seen before that I want myself now. Thank you for watching.